Hey guys, Janelle here again with Design Dish episode number 7, and today we're talking about developing a budget for your design project. As with anything, if you don't put money aside or allocate funds to a project, it can get out of hand. So I want to walk you through some simple tips that we use in our design practice to develop budgets for our client projects, which would be really helpful for you at home as well. The first step is to get your space plan finalized. We went through that in episode number 6, which was last episode, so definitely reference that if you haven't seen it. The space plan is going to inform your design budget. And what that means is you're going to see how many pieces and what size of those pieces you're going to need to purchase. You're going to use that as kind of your guide or your key so that you can literally create a spreadsheet or a list of each and every item in this space. And I mean each and every item, not just the sofa and not just the chairs or the bed. You're going to want to go through every detail. Do I want a lamp on this table? Do I want a floor lamp? Do I want a rug under the dining table? Or do I want the hardwood showing? All of those questions go into play. So the first thing to do is to take out your space plan that you've decided on, and you go space by space, or a good rule of thumb is really to start at the front door or the door of the space and move clockwise around the room. And literally touch every piece. What is it? Is it an accent table? Okay. What is an average budget? Now, there's going to be a lot of variation. Just like when you're building a house, you could build or buy an inexpensive house or a $20 million house. So the same thing with furnishings. You're going to find lower end furnishings available, and it really depends on what your overall budget is. But if you know that you are on a tighter budget and you want to start with your low end as like an IKEA, then that's fine. You just put those numbers in, and you could do a quick search on IKEA or another lower cost manufacturer. But I would recommend doing 3 budget levels, or at least 2. We do 3 for our clients. We do a low, mid, and high. And our low, mid, highs are typically arranged. Sometimes we do 5 levels and pick the 3 that are most suitable for that client. But you know yourself best, so pick your low. What would be the lowest quality level that you would be considering? And what is the highest level in terms of what you'd be willing to spend from a budgetary perspective? Typically, those are linked with the quality of a piece. So you know if you like Restoration Hardware, or if you like Crate and Barrel, or if you like West Elm, you can go to those websites and get a sense of what the prices are for those pieces. If it's a bedroom set that you need, for example, do a quick online search. I mean, it's a great way to go online and start to search for pieces and get a sense of what the budget is. You could also use other online services like, not West Elm, I already said that, the Wayfair. That's a great way. You know, they have very inexpensive pieces if you're on a budget, and you can start to get a sense of what the total room will cost. So as you go through line by line, start to create a low, mid, high, and then those columns will add up, and you're going to see once you add in the sofa and the end table and the lamp and the rug, and assign an accessories budget. We always assign an accessories budget to each project. Typically, you want to put at least 5%. We typically do 10 to 20. 20 is a healthy accessories budget, which would allow you to do some really nice art. Sometimes not original art, depending on the space, but 10% I think is a good budget to start with. 5 might not be styled as much as you might want to, but at least it's a start to get some things to make it feel like it's styled well. So hopefully that helps you. What you will find is as you add all of those things up, it will be clear what it's going to truly cost you to do your room from scratch. If you know that you don't need a piece, then you can eliminate that. Or you might say, I want to keep my dining room table, but I want to reupholster the chairs. So then you can start to pull together some budgets for just the upholstery or refinishing the table. And that's going to just take a little legwork on your part. You're going to need to reach out to a local vendor, find out how much is it going to cost you to reupholster my chairs, and start to put a budget aside for those things. My recommendation is to be okay with what the budget is, and if you're not willing to spend what that minimum budget is, then you should wait on your design project, because it's not going to feel finished if you do it piecemeal, and you're going to lose your momentum. So my recommendation is get the budget and be okay with the budget if you can financially afford it. And if you can't, then definitely push off, even if it's for a few months or 6 months, until you have the funds available to do it the way that you want to do it. And you're going to be so much happier in the end. So I hope that you found that helpful. It is such an investment in making a home that you truly love. Furniture can be very expensive, so it's really important to take the time to set aside and define a budget so that you don't get halfway through the project and realize that you ran out of money. I hope that you found that exercise helpful, and definitely keep your questions coming for Design Dish. We love talking to you guys and learning about what you guys want to know about. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.